Okay, here's day 3 of music theory literacy stuff. Okay, so before I have you start the actual paper, I'm going to teach you a little concept right here. Okay, do you remember what those two numbers mean when you see on your paper? Those little numbers right there. What's that called? A time signature, Mrs. Hatch, a time signature. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to play a little game called Guess That Time Signature. Okay, so I'm sorry, that was really loud. I'll never do that again. Do you notice how I left this top part blank on each one of these? You're going to put a number in there of what you think it is. Okay, so right here, the top number tells us the number of beats per measure. Okay, so this is a double bar line. That means that's the end of the song. Okay, so this is the end. This is going to be the one question. Okay, and remember the bottom one tells us that this note is the symbol for the beat. This should be easy for you because we only know quarter notes and quarter wrist. Okay, so this first example right here, this one up on the top. Count the number of beats you see in it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So that tells you that this top number, let me get a pencil. I can't open a pencil. This top number, oh, it's hard to write that, would be 3. Next one. How many beats do you think that next one is? Shout it out. If you said 2, you're correct because we have 1, 2. Next one. How many beats do you think it is? Shout it out. If you said 5, you're correct. This is 5, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 3, 4 time signature, 2, 4 time signature, 5, 4 time signature. Here's the last one. How many beats are in that measure? 1, 2, 3, 4. And shout it out. 4. Yippee, hooray. These are all time signatures that exist in music. Yes, just so you know, if you're like, 5, 4, that's really weird, Hatch. If you know the Mission Impossible theme song, da, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't know it, now you learned something new. Okay, the next section, because the reason, okay, I wanted to teach you that because on your worksheet, you have a little example that looks somewhat like that. Okay, the next part, I want you to find the mistake in these two measures. Okay, so right here, remember the top number is a 4, so we're supposed to have 4 beats, no more, no less. So look at that. I'll try to zoom out so you can see it. What's wrong with the first measure? Pause the video, someone raise your hand and tell me what you think's wrong with it. Did you notice that there's 5 beats in that one? So you see right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. There's 5 there, so that can't be possible because we have a 4. Okay, so we have to get rid of one of those notes. Okay, this one, what's wrong with it? Remember, it's 4, 4. How many beats do we have there? We only have 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. So we need a 4th one. There's a 4th note missing right there. Okay, so I just want you to be able to do that because that helps you for the worksheet. Okay, here we go. Here's the next little part. Okay, so we're on the top of your worksheet. This is day 3. I want you to write down what that name is called. Write it right there. What type of note is it? Okay, and then write down the number of beats. Tell me the name of that note. Write the name of it right there. If you spell it wrong, it's okay. I won't count against you. But we're working on this a lot, so hopefully you know how to spell it and tell me the number of beats. Okay. The next one, I want you to pause the video. I didn't write the counts right there, so I'll change that image. I want you to perform. Write the counts, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4s. Make sure whenever you see a rest, you cross them off. And then we'll perform it. So pause the video, and then we'll perform this together. Okay, are you ready for this? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. How'd you do? Rate yourself. 1, 5 was perfect. 1's like, not so much. Okay, the next one we're doing is creating. So you're writing a note in each of those boxes. Here's the example. You ready? Ready? 1, 2, here we go. And ta, 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 ta. Okay, be really careful because the beginning's kind of tricky. Remember, I count you off, and then the next note I have is beat 1. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Sing. Ta, 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 ta. If you need more time, pause, rewind it to do that. Oh, sorry, that was for the dictate section, not for this part. Right here, you create your own. This is the one that you dictate to me. Be ready to perform this for me next class period, hopefully. Or you'll perform it for me eventually. Okay, the next little part, okay, it's really important that you pay attention to this. I want you to find and circle or color every quarter rest. The rest, not the notes, the rest. So tell me how many of those you see, the quarter rest, the rest, okay? Do that on your own. This is the part that kind of goes along with what I taught you in the beginning. So remember, the top number of a time signature tells you what? The blank of blank per blank. You've reviewed it hopefully enough that you can write that down. Right here, I want you to mark what time signature you think it is. Is it 3, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4? 3, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Right here, this section, I want you to circle the measure. Remember, measure is the distance between the bar lines. That is wrong based on the top number. Pay attention to the top number, okay? And then this one, I want you just to practice drawing some quarter notes and quarter rest to complete it. So so right here, this is 3, 4. So I want you to write a quarter note and or a quarter rest to fill this out so that there's 3 beats. Same thing right here, draw a quarter note or a quarter rest to fill it out so it gets 2 beats. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so once you're done with that, rate your understanding, 1 through 5. And here's the quote of the day. Okay, music may achieve the highest of all missions. She may be a bond between nations, races, and states who are strangers to one another in many ways. She may unite what is disunited and bring peace to what is hostile. And that's by Dr. Max Bendiner. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but my question for you is, how do you think music unites people? When have you seen it bring people together? So question starter, I think music unites people by, and then write down how you think music unites people. Think of examples in your life, and then write, I've seen music unite people in my life when. So right there, write down when you've seen music unite people in your own life. And then write down how well you've rehearsed today based off of the rubric, and just try your best. I hope you're doing good. Have a great day. Bye.